You have already conquered. You just don't know it yet. The victory you seek, the strength you crave, the peace you long for, they are not hidden in some distant horizon. They are buried deep within you, waiting for recognition, not discovery. You suffer not because the world denies you what is yours, but because you have not yet acted as if it were already in your possession. This is the disease of the modern soul, forgetfulness of its own power. The ancients knew better, and it's time we remembered. Part 1. The Stoic Framework, Owning the Present Through Inner Dominion. We live in a world obsessed with control over externals, wealth, reputation, relationships, legacy. But the Stoics taught us that these are illusions of control. True dominion begins within. Epictetus reminded us, some things are up to us and some things are not. If we begin from this premise, then we realize a harrowing truth. Most of our agony comes from chasing what never belonged to us. But there is a subtle power hidden in this harsh truth. If we let go of what isn't ours, what remains? Our thoughts, our judgments, our actions. This trinity is our fortress. And within that fortress we must learn to act. To act not as beggars of fate, but as authors of our own conduct. To act not as if the world owes us answers, but as if we already have the strength to endure them all. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How often have we paused before an opportunity, paralyzed by fear? We imagine loss, we rehearse failure, and so we hesitate. But the Stoic does not beg for certainty. The Stoic acts, even amidst chaos, as if clarity were already granted. This is not delusion, this is discipline. Part 2. The Power of Prepossession, Acting as if it is already yours. To act as if it is already yours is not arrogance, it is alignment with nature. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome and servant of philosophy, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." When we act as if peace is already within us, we cease to rely on circumstances. When we act as if courage has already taken root, we no longer wait for permission to be brave. This is the essence of prepossession, owning a state of being before it is externally confirmed. The warrior sharpens his blade before the battle. The Stoic trains his mind before adversity, and when hardship strikes, he does not tremble, because he has already rehearsed its arrival. The philosopher Pierre Hadot called this spiritual exercise. It is not merely thinking, but becoming. It is embodying virtue so thoroughly that the distinction between the man and the idea disappears. So we act, as if we are already disciplined. We speak, as if wisdom already courses through our words. We rise, as if we are unbroken, even when every bone aches. Because what we do repeatedly, we become, and what we embody, we attract. Not from some mystical law, but from the unyielding law of character formation. Part 3. Destructive emotions, the shadows we must outrun. If we are to act as if it is already ours, we must first confront what stops us, the tyrants of the mind. Fear, envy, anger, despair. These are not flaws, they are not signs of weakness, they are the byproducts of a soul untrained. They are the residue of a mind that still believes it is at the mercy of the world. The Stoics did not seek to kill emotion, but to tame it, to purify it, to rise above it. As Epictetus said, it is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments about them. Every destructive emotion begins as a misjudgment, that we are entitled, that we are helpless, that we are owed something we did not earn. So we must ask, what have we truly earned? If we are honest, the answer is very little. And yet, that is the beauty of Stoicism, because it does not concern itself with what you deserve, but what you choose to become. Despair may come knocking, we do not answer. Anger may rise, we watch it pass. Fear may shout, we continue walking. To act as if it is already ours is to act despite these voices, to act with resolve, to act with stillness, to act as if destiny itself watches and whispers, "Show me who you are." Part 4. The Stoic Mirror, Living the Philosophy, Not Preaching It. There is no greater hypocrisy than to speak of virtue and not embody it. Stoicism is not a lecture. It is not a quote shared online. It is how we show up when no one watches. It is the discipline of the unseen moment. When we act as if it is already ours, we are not pretending. We are practicing. We do not need applause to be courageous. We do not need validation to be virtuous. A true Stoic does not wait to feel ready. He acts as if readiness is already within him, and in the action itself, readiness is born. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, war, plague, and death, Yet in his meditations, we find no bitterness, only reminders. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. Look within. Within is the fountain of good. We must look within. We must stop waiting for someone to crown us with confidence. We must stop asking the world for permission to be strong. We must be strong. Quietly, consistently, unshakably. Part 5. The rehearsal of death. Why urgency transforms action. Remember, you must die. This is not morbidity. This is medicine. Because death is not the enemy. Forgetting to live is. When we act as if it is already ours, we borrow from death the clarity it grants. The clarity that reminds us time is not promised, that someday is a myth, that hesitation is a thief. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." When we live in fear, when we delay action until we feel ready, we are squandering the only currency that truly belongs to us, time. So we must act as if purpose is already ours, as if peace is already ours, as if death is not a threat, but a mentor who reminds us every hour that we are perishing. And in that awareness we rise. We choose stillness in chaos, virtue over comfort, discipline over indulgence. We choose to live. The final call to action. The Stoics did not live easy lives, but they lived prepared ones. They rehearsed adversity before it came. They practiced death while still breathing. They stripped away illusion until only essence remained. We must do the same. We must stop waiting for life to grant us permission. We must act as if we're already who we were meant to become. Because when the storm comes, and it will come, we must not waver. We must not look around to see if others believe in us. We must already believe. Act as if it is already yours. The strength, the stillness, the sovereignty. Because it is. Let us begin. Let us remember. Let us act.